Here we are at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, just about set for Friday Night Baseball on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Zach Greinke will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the curveball that time, and there's your first out of the evening. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, Ian Kinsler is a difference maker right now. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
So coming to the plate, Tony Gwynn. He went deep in the contest last night. The 1-1. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondbacks squad as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So stepping in, Russell, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Here's Manny Machado now. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Gwynn at second with 2 down. Ready with the 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Griffey on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Pat Quantrill is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, man, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Stepping in, Trey Griffey. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Now batting, Rob Borkowski. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Quantrill is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
Stepping in now, Manuel Diaz. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
1 out and a runner on second base. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Luis Gonzalez. Strike taken to throw. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, that definitely caught me off guard there. That wasn't exactly the typical steal situation with 2 outs and a runner on second. I can't say I agree with the strategy, but at the same time, now he can score a lot of different ways.
1-2. Here it is. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's a base hit as the Diamondbacks are going to get on the board first. It's 1-0.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax and compete.
Standing in now. Oh, a swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Amazing. He's done it. Career home run number 800. An unbelievable accomplishment as he's become the first player in baseball history to amass 800 career round trippers.
Oh, my goodness, Matt. I mean, we've run out of adjectives to talk about this guy now. I mean, how can you fathom 800 career home runs? That's a number we thought we'd never see anybody reach. But here we are, pretty safe to say we're looking at the greatest hitter in the history of this great sport. Soak it in, everybody.
In now, Wilmer Flores. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. After it is Myers. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 Arizona. That'll bring up the 2-time All-Star MVP Steve Garvey. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Oh, backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Here's Will Myers. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still down 3-0.
Why you talking with them?
So striding in, Jared Saltalamacchia will start things out here for Arizona with Mark Reynolds waiting on deck to follow.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Lifted the other way to left center. Russell on the move. He's there and records the first out.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems, not only with his power, but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Mark Reynolds. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Hedges corrals it. And he makes the throw to first. Reynolds is retired, 2 down now. Into the box, Zach Greinke, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch on 2-1. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trey Griffey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Moving under it, Russell makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Into the box now, Austin Hedges. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Pat Quantrill. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Skied into straightaway right. Borkowski giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down. Stepping up to the plate, Alberto Gonzalez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And the Friars are into the hit column. So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And as you see there, they find themselves 2 from the bottom, 13th place in the National League. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony Gwynn reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate. A crooked number going on the board.
Into the box, Russell. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Gonzalez at second. Gwynn on at first with 2 down. High in the air out towards shallow right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Ready for another chance? Rob Borkowski. He singled his last time up. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center, number 394 career. And the Diamondbacks have stretched their lead now to 4-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Standing in now, Manuel Diaz. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. So with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Luis Gonzalez. 1 out, nobody on. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Striding into the box. Oh, and remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. This is line to left. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And that'll put an end to the inning. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run.
Too much of it.
We played 3 full. It's now 4-0 Arizona.
But
it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fouled off. Here's another 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Got him.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, former All-Star Game MVP Steve Garvey. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Padres. Grounded to first. Oh, is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
At the plate, Ian Kinsler flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 2-2. Hard hit towards center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 2-2. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th. Digging in, Mark Reynolds, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in now, Zach Greinke. To second for 1. Relay to Garvey. They get the double play, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Diamondbacks lead this one 4-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Andy Green during the commercial break about the Padres offense, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off wall.
3 balls.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Again, another foul ball. Fouled away. Sharp ground ball to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. And he fouls this one off. Popped up. Oh, has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Number 11 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for San Diego, number 11.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. That's out to left. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail here 4-0.
Bring the beat in.
Lance McCullough is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 43, Lance McCullough.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Trey Griffey. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Ready for another shot now. Rob Borkowski, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into his wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Griffey gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Manuel Diaz. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. This will kick up against the wall now. Griffey is on his way home. He will score as they extend the lead to 5-zip. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Spin and a throw back to second. Oh, he's daydreaming, and they pick him off. Into the box, Luis Gonzalez. High in the air out to center field. Myers is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. Through 5 innings, it's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Padres nothing.
Can I steal a little love? Fool me, honey, I'm on fire.
Digging in and looking for more, Alberto Gonzalez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
The 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Quantrill hasn't had his best stuff today.
All right, Dan, you look at this game, the finesse guy has been on. Nothing over the heart of the plate, really keeping these guys in a proverbial rocking chair, where the power guy's missing over the heart.
You know, it's hard to believe, because sometimes you look at this guy that's throwing in the upper 90s, big power stuff, having a tough time getting through the lineup, and then you have a soft tosser guy moving the ball up, down, in and out. More than one way to get through a lineup, and the guy that's the finesse guy, he is really making it work in this one. Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box now, Tony Gwynn. High and deep down the left field line. Gonzalez is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Standing in now, Russell. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Padres down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready once again. Oh, he'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Hit well on the ground to first. Garvey has it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. In now, Wilmer Flores. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Myers is back to the track as he takes it for route number 2. Stepping in, Jared Saltalamacchia, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Standing in, Manny Machado. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hey. 2-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Three and 2 now. Steve Garvey is on deck. The payoff pitch one more time. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left. And it's gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. Home run number 5 on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Stepping in now, Steve Garvey. He fouls it straight back, and whoa, that almost landed in our boot. Now another 2-2. Slider laid off for a ball.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
In now, Ian Kinsler. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And gone. An absolute bomb. So it's a solo shot for Ian Kinsler. 4th home run here in the early going, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Into the box now, Will Myers. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Austin Hedges. Just hung in there on that one. 1-2, here it comes. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Friars 2. Here's Mark Reynolds. The 3-1. Sliced hard on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Adam Jones will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Jones.
Reynolds aboard here at first with nobody out. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Trey Griffey. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Matt Strom has given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with.
And batting in the 8th spot, number 55, Matt Strom. Now catching and batting 9, number 9, Benito Santiago.
Stepping in now, Rob Borkowski. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Line drive base hit. And the second run will score as a potential rout is on. It's now 8-2.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Now to the plate, Manuel Diaz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 3 runs already home here. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Now a look and a throw back to second, and the runner back in standing. The 1-2, and now the runner's trying for third. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Gwynn is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Now at the plate, Luis Gonzalez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Runner goes for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout. Hit
hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
In now. Oh, looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Gonzalez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. High in the air out to center field. Myers is under it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
This is when you start to lose your mind a little bit. You know you're in a slump as you walk to the plate. You finally do something good and barrel something up, and it's right at somebody.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Into the box now, Jared Saltalamacchia. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball right side. Well, in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. 8th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 11 and the Friars 2. Next to the plate for the Padres, Benito Santiago. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Adam Jones will come in as well as a part of the double switch.
Diamondbacks. Now playing second base, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Into the box, Alberto Gonzalez. A bouncer to the left side. Throw across the diamond by Reynolds gets him for the first out. So striding forward now, Tony Gwynn. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Three-two pitch. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Digging in now for San Diego. Russell, no hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now the 3-2 pitch.
Foul ball.
Santiago stands at second with 2 gone. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
He's got it on to first, and the Padre threat goes by the boards as that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Robert Stock enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
66.
Stepping into the box, Mark Reynolds. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Line hard to center field. And Reynolds has himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Standing in now, Eduardo Escobar. And a bouncing ball, foul. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Kinsler for 1. Relay to Garvey, and they get the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Stepping in now, Trey Griffey. And it's 1-2. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. He stays alive, still 2-2.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Another 2-2 offering. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to Garvey at first, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We've played 8 full. D-backs lead it 11-2. Manti will take over on the mound now, and he'll in fact move back into the traditional number 9 spot in the lineup on the double switch.
Number 91.
Manuel Diaz is also into the ball game now, as he'll take over in the number 3 spot in the lineup. Digging in, Steve Garvey starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, Ian Kinsler. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Oh, in foul ground. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Ready now, Will Myers. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
2-2.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. San Diego down to their final strike. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The D-backs jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Zach Greinke wins his 3rd of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Pat Quantrill was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasters, and you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 11 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base.